Welcome back to another episode of FIFA History. Last time we took a look at FIFA 08 and what it was like in 2019. Today we're doing FIFA 09 and what it's like in 2019. If you enjoyed the video, leave a thumbs up for me. If you're new around here, make sure you subscribe with the notification bell on. So before we actually begin, it's important to say that we're on the Xbox 360 version of FIFA 09. So that means it could be different on the PC, PS2. It came out on a lot of different platforms, but today I can record FIFA 09 on the Xbox 360. So we're going to start with the startup menu. When you press the start button, it will load up the actual game. It will take you to a thing that tells you about Adidas live season updates. So obviously this is not going to be working anymore, but basically it watches real life matches every week to determine player performance and form, and you can download weekly updates of player form into FIFA 09 for the rest of the season. And this is basically exactly what we're used to now when it comes to live form, where player overalls can change week by week depending on the real world stuff. After you're done with that, it takes you to the 1v1 with the goalkeeper, and Ronaldinho is the main man for FIFA 09 as well, because at the time, he was one of the biggest players in the world. So this is what the penalties look like. It's not like FIFA 19. Basically, you could pick a side and then hit the power button, and that's your penalties. They look pretty smooth though. They're not that bad, and they're easy to understand. Ronaldinho has a signature run-up, but yeah, there's no changing of the run-ups and that. All you had to do was press the direction button and also how much power you wanted. So pretty simple stuff. Once you're sick of playing the 1v1 with the keeper, you can press the start button and you can do all the things that the game offers. So basically under the kickoff option, you could play a normal exhibition match where it's like your standard kickoff mode where you pick your teams. Quick match is when it takes you straight into a match between your favorite club versus your rival, and then Be a Pro match is when you control one player. Next up is the game modes. Now you could do Be a Pro seasons, I believe, which was a new feature at the time. You could play as a pro across multiple seasons. And then we had tournament mode, where it's like what we're used to in FIFA 19, where you can basically create whatever kind of tournament you want to do. And then we had manager mode, which is like your standard manager career mode in FIFA 19. And then lounge mode as well is like house rules, but not as good. It's when you verse people at home, like your friends. So it says, welcome to Be a Pro seasons. You'll be able to play in a unique view, grow your player, compete for different clubs, get called up to the national team. Are you ready? Yes, I am. And pretty much it looks like the options for it haven't really changed much compared to like FIFA 19, which is a bit of a shame. Let's take a look at the hairstyles. Doesn't look that much different, but the graphics have improved in FIFA 19, but yeah, it's a shame that they haven't really done much with this in 10 years. So this is a quick look at the Be a Pro menu. You could become a national captain. As you can see, Ronaldo is national captain there. And then for his club, he's a squad member at the moment. But you could work your way up, In FIFA 19, I don't think you can even become a captain. So at least this one had it. Next up, we take a look at tournament mode, which is pretty much what we're used to in FIFA 19. You can do Premier League and all the other stuff. Here is a quick look at FIFA 09 manager mode. We're just going to touch on the basic features that it had. So you could pick a team, and then you could also do your currency. Now this was an interesting one. You could do player auto growth. If you turn that off, you could assign experience points the way you wanted to. So if you wanted to upgrade a player really quickly, you could do that on your own. But if you didn't want to do that, the game would automatically grow your players if you left it at yes. There was also match ticket pricing, which you could do low, medium or high, and a few other things as well that FIFA 19 has. Another standout feature was the fact that FIFA 09 had actual sponsors in the game, so you could pick a sponsor and you would get money from the sponsors. And also it had 10 save slots, something that you will never see in FIFA 19. In terms of the layout, this was the main hub for career mode, and you could have things like job security, manager prestige, fan appreciation, experience points as well, and then you could sim a game. It didn't have visual sim in this version. And then it had a main menu where you could manage your auto growth and stuff. There's also transfer markets. You could do statistics. There's also staff upgrades. So if you go there, you can upgrade your staff and change your ticket price, which was a nice feature. There was also a thing called internal memos, which you've probably seen before, but you had 3 responses. You had to pick the best one, and it would affect things like fan appreciation, job security, and even your budget sometimes as well. And that's basically it. It had a few standout features in this version of career mode, so it wasn't too bad compared to the later games that came out. So yeah, overall not too bad. Next up, we're taking a look at lounge mode, which is basically when your friends come over and you could play a game with them. There's handicaps you can pick from to make your experience harder. So let's take a look at it. So there was different kinds of cheap shots, which is basically like little advantages. So you could have team boost, which would increase your team attributes by 50% at kickoff. Team drain, all of your opponent's players lose 50% of their attributes. And then there was invincible as well, where your team cannot be injured or booked. So this was like the early days of house rules in FIFA 19, Next up, we're going to take a look at the Xbox Live tab. You could do a ranked quick match, you could play a friend, you could do be a pro online team play, and you could do online game modes like clubs, online leagues, interactive leagues, and match creation as well. And then you could do My FIFA 09 online, which is like basically settings, I believe. And then view player hub and football news. Now most of these things are switched off now because the EA servers don't work. So, I can't really show you much more than this. Next up, there's manage teams. So you could do team management for any of the teams. You could do club transfers if a player went to a different club during the season. You could do creation zone where you can create a player, edit a player, or delete a player. You could reset all your squads as well. And then there was Adidas Live Season, which I think is like live form, where the overalls would change week by week depending on how the players are going in real life. And then there was My FIFA 09, which basically let you go into the settings. You could do EA tracks, video calibration, FIFA 09 profile. Let's take a look at the stats. I haven't played anything. I just bought this game a few weeks ago to do the videos. You could change your arena player. You could also download extra content. And that's pretty much all FIFA 09 offered on the Xbox 360. But what we're going to do now is go into a game and I'm just going to play it out, and give you my first impressions. There's many different leagues and licenses in FIFA 09. It's like FIFA 19 in terms of the big leagues and stuff. It's not really lacking much. In terms of stadiums, there was a variety of different stadiums, but there was no Premier League license and La Liga license and stuff. So you were limited compared to FIFA 19. But at the time, it had the big stuff like the Camp Nou, Old Trafford, Anfield, and other good arenas like that. So when it comes to team management, you had custom tactics where you could change the build-up. And then there was quick tactics as well. And then there was man marking where you can assign players to mark a certain player. So if I wanted Ferdinand on maybe Messi, I could have that. Or maybe even Eto'o, one of the strikers, you could do that as well. So look at that nice tunnel cutscene at Old Trafford. You don't see that in FIFA 19. But look at the player faces on some of the players. I mean, the graphics are definitely not Frostbite engine worthy, but they did the part for the time. The referees even checked the nets during the introduction cutscene, which is a little bit neat, but I don't know if they do that in the real world anymore. Anyway, let's get into the game. I'm going to show you guys a few highlights and my first impressions as well. But anyway, Barcelona's coming forward with it. Oh, the defense is a little bit clunky. The whole thing is a bit clunky so far. The passing's alright, but the whole animation and dribbling and stuff is much more better in FIFA 19. There's no 360 dribbling in this game, and you can really feel it, Here's Berbatov. Run to Ronaldo. We could get a cross here. Chips it over for Rooney. Gets a header on it. Good save by Valdez. There's the goalkeeper angle as well. Look at that. You could actually move it. Why can't we do that in FIFA 19? I don't know. We absolutely butcher the guy. The ref's like, what the hell are you doing, mate? And there's the yellow card cutscene. Pretty basic stuff. Here's Berbatov bringing it forward. It's got a little bit of pace. Rooney's coming in the midfield. In the middle. We get a header off and he can't do much from there. So we're back for the second half. Let's see if we can grab a goal here. But I haven't played this game in maybe 11 years. Here's Berbatov. Actually, we might actually score here. He's got to score. Oh, he hits the post. Rooney can't even finish it. Look at this. Look at this. We cut it out. Ronaldo, make a run. We play it to Cristiano Ronaldo. Can he grab a goal here? Takes a shot. Gets blocked. Neville with the header to Scholes. Heads it over to Rooney. We have a volley. Oh, not bad. Not bad. It's a nice header. Oh, it's a goal. And there's a look at the celebration. I think Keita scored that one. Yeah, celebrations were pretty bad back then as well. But look at the fans. There's only like one every 5 moving up, jumping up, The rest are just sitting on the chair full time. It's not like what it is in FIFA 19 at least. Here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Lionel Messi. Look at the long hair on him. Those were the good days. Oh, look at this. Boyan. Oh, almost went through the whole team. What a tackle. Here's Berbatov. Plays it to Rooney. What a goal. Beautiful. All right, let's come up with a suggestion here. Let's see. I don't know what he's going to do. Oh, yeah, that's your typical Rooney sort of celebration. It's not a bad cutscene, but FIFA 19 definitely has the better celebrations. Beautiful finish, though. Might have one more chance here. Berbatov. Oh, Nani's bringing it forward, sorry. Have a shot, Nani. Oh, good save by the keeper. So yeah, you can press X for instant replay. So if you like that highlight, you could just jump into it straight away, and then you could exit it when you don't want to watch it anymore. So yeah, overall, as the game's about to finish, my impressions, FIFA 09 is just a pick up and play sort of game. No real skill gap required. In terms of through ball passing, you don't really want to do that because the ball never goes to your player. You might want to just use the standard pass button. But for the time, it did the job. Maybe on other consoles it performed better or it had more features. Ultimate Team, I think you had to pay for at the time to unlock it, so my version doesn't have Ultimate Team. Anyway, if you've played FIFA 09, let me know down below. I played it many years ago back in the day. That was my first game on the PlayStation 3, I believe. So yeah, pretty nostalgic today, but time flies and we're already up to FIFA 20 soon. Next time we're going to take a look at FIFA 10 history, so make sure you are subscribed if you're enjoying this series. And if you want to watch the FIFA 08 episode, make sure you click the card right now. It'll take you to that video, and I'll see you next time.